welcome back to my channel. I got some new glasses. These are okay. I ordered these from Scentsy and I ordered a whole bunch. They're all prescription because I have astigmatism. You can see my computer. And these ones, for some reason, came crooked. So these are blue light filter, and I wear them on my computer, obviously. And it says on there, like, you're supposed to just twist them. I think I paid $10 for these or something. I don't know. The sunglasses were the most expensive ones because they were sunglasses. But anyway, I don't know. If they have some kind of code or something, I'll put it both to use. Honestly, I paid like $50 for like 4 pairs of glasses. They're cute. My daughter really likes these ones. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. This is a Flosstube. I'm trying to kind of do them a little bit more often. I hope that glare doesn't really annoy you guys too much. I'm trying to do them a little bit more often because I tend to kind of build things up, and then my floss tubes are an hour and a half, so we don't want that either. I don't think I have quite as much to show you guys this time anyway, and my stuff is so discombobulated back down here, so I don't know how I'm going to show it to you guys. Floss of the month is coming, for you guys wondering. I do still have a few spots open. As far as I can tell, nobody has taken any of the last couple of spots. I did have some orders today though, and so I haven't checked those orders yet to see if they were floss orders, but I don't think so. And even still, there was only like a handful of them, and I'm pretty sure I had enough to cover it even if they were. So yeah, we just been here. I was diamond painting. I've got some diamond painting stuff back there. I've been working on one thing for the past 2 days, and that is it. I actually have something that I didn't show last week because it goes to Amy, and I didn't want her to see it. But you can see here, it's 2 books. I'm gonna hear my kids. This one is 13 pages. Oh, just has so many cute things in it. And this one's hella big. It's 100 and almost 130 pages. And it's got some, it's got some cute stuff in it. I'm gonna have to edit that part out. So cute stuff. I haven't shown it because it's supposed to go to her, and I have a couple of other things for her too. So how are we gonna do this? Okay, I am going to insert the winners for all of the what did I do with it? I don't even know. Hold please. That took way longer than I wanted it to take. We're in a completely different area because I moved my whole office around, added a second shelf that needs to go up on the wall, and I have some other stuff that's going to go up back here. So I think this is going to kind of be the new filming area. I thought about waiting until the morning to film this, especially because of the glare, and then I decided not to. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe if I just turn more this way. Oh yeah, that'll work out. If I turn more this way instead, you can see all of my empty shelves. Orders are taking hella long time to come in. Okay. So I'm gonna insert the names of the winners here because I don't know them yet because I need to do the drawing. So the person who won, if you're looking for your name, you might want to look up now. The person who won the Just Cross Stitch Halloween magazine is going to be here across the screen. Congratulations. If you have not filled out my Google Doc, now is a good time to fill it out. Your name should, well, you have to enter in your username. FYI for next time, if you have not filled out the Google Doc yet, you need to fill out the Google Doc if you plan on entering any of the giveaways. So again, the name of the person who won the Halloween Just Cross Stitch is going to come up on the screen now. And then for this one, I said to talk about snow. So the person who won this is going to come up on the screen now. Congratulations to you. I will get these out in the mail as soon as possible. I actually need, no, I think I have envelopes for these. And then the person who won the stocking, what was this one supposed to say? Christmas. This one was supposed to be Christmas. So those of you that said something about Christmas and entered to be into this drawing, the winner will come up right now. So congratulations to everybody who won all of those. Also told you guys that this episode was going to be the issue of Enjoy Cross Stitch that I picked up from the thrift store last weekish. So it comes with a catalog. There's a book in here, a magazine, and then there's another thing back here. You can see like the magazine is here, and this here is like a leaflet, and there's a giant pattern on the inside of there. And then you're supposed to be able to make like a bunch of cards and stuff, and it comes with all of this thread in here and a big piece of well, I don't know if it's a big piece of Aida, but it looks decent size. And you're supposed to be able to make like a bunch of cute stuff. This has some really cute stuff in it. It's just like super duper cutesy, like stuff that I wouldn't stitch. So if you want to stitch this, just tell me that you would like to stitch the candy jars, or say something about candy, because there's a bunch of candy jars in here. So do you like candy? Do you eat candy? Do you have a sweet tooth? Candy. Okay, so that's the next one. And I think we're gonna start with haul. Yeah, we'll do haul. Okay. Moonshine Crafter. I must have missed the memo that she was taking down her YouTube videos and wasn't going to be posting. These are driving me crazy. And that she wasn't going to be posting new videos. I'm not 100% sure why. I had a brief conversation with her and I feel like she's going to come back, but I'm not 100% sure. And so go subscribe to her, because I thoroughly enjoyed her content when she was posting stuff, and she still posts regularly on Instagram, so maybe you want to follow her on Instagram as well. She's Moonshine Crafter. My favorite thing about her was that she called her videos a craft cast, and it was just so unique, and it would get me every single time. But anyway, she loves Stitch Me as much as I do, and she was stashing some stuff, so her envelope was super cute. Oh, she lives in Ohio. Anyway, so she was destashing this Kitten Bixby kit called Haunted Fur. Yeah, Haunted Fur. Look at how freaking cute that is. Amy, don't kill me, because we both love cats, and Amy stitches all the cat things. So 3, 4, 5, 6 DMC colors, or sampler threads. Gentle Arts, I guess, is what sampler threads are. Doesn't specifically say, but I think it's just super cute. I don't know if she stitched this or not, but I absolutely love it. So I picked that up from her, and then I also scored this fat quarter of 18 count Aida. It doesn't have a color. This was probably in Brandy. This is from Stitch Me. It was probably in Brandy's Friday Night Fight Night. For her Friday Night Fight Night, a lot of the fabrics don't have a color name, and she just plays with colors, and sometimes they come blank. This one's labeled silver, purple, and black. I don't know if Jules wrote that or if Brandy wrote that, but I've noticed in the Friday Night Fight Night ones, when I'm going and picking, like when I'm kitting something up, a lot of the ones that I get from Friday Night Fight Night, my eyes are itching, don't have a color name on them, and that's completely fine. Like, it doesn't bother me, but I'm just letting you guys know. But she has similar colorways on her website that you can find. And if not, you can screenshot this and send her a message and ask her roughly what color this is, because sometimes she has like mistake batches where she's trying to recreate something else and it comes out not quite what she's hoping for, and she'll tell you exactly what it is. I know because I've done it. So this is just a gorgeous freaking piece of fabric. I'm not gonna open it. Do you guys want to? No, that's fine. This is gonna make a great, maybe a bewitching pixie. There's a red one that I think would probably go good on this. It just looks amazing. So I got those from Jules. And then Michelle Bendy said that her schooler has this for free on their website right now, so I had to go and scoop it up. I don't know if I'm going to stitch it, but I have been eyeing all of the little, this one's called, it doesn't say, but the Prairie Schooler has a section on their website that says freebies or something like that, and you can go and you can get it. But I've been loving all of the little cards that Michelle has been giving away on her channel, and I went to go look at them because I thought about getting them, and then I really thought better of it because there's several sets and I just don't need any more, you guys. I really freaking don't. So also off of Stash and Load from Pamela's Needle Arts, I think I've ordered from her. My trash can is over here. I think I've ordered from her more than once, but she had a few, they're not labeled, few pieces of fabric. I can't remember if they came, I don't think they came together, but she had this small cut of linen. I think it's 32 count because it doesn't look like 28. Maybe it is 28. No, because I hate 28. I hate 28 count linen. It's just too loosey-goosey. I think this is 32. Anyway, it's a small little square. It's cute. This will probably stitch a Barbara Anna on this, maybe. There goes my cat. Watch. There he is. That's my old man. That one's Gumball. He's looking for his I usually keep a piece of felt up there that he lays in. I gotta turn the computer back on because it provides a sufficient amount of light. I usually keep this giant piece of felt on there and he lays on it. It's actually, oh, you can't see it. See where my sewing machine is? It's under there. Well, right under that sign is where it's at right now, but it's normally right there where he's at. And then this looks like it had a label at some point because there's a staple in it and it's missing. I think she wrote it on the invoice, which I still have, so I'm gonna have to see what that says. But this is a whole, almost a yard. It's got something cut. Hey, Bubba. No, buddy. You can't sit on that. I'm gonna have to go show him where his thing is at. Watch. Here. Can you guys see him? Yeah, he's just standing there staring at the this looks like it was really good size, but they cut a couple, I'll just scoot back a little bit. They cut a couple of pieces out of it, but it's still really big. Like, this is how big it is. You see where they cut that square out? So I think it's probably a fat half, more than a fat half. Let me see. I have my yardstick right here because I'm curious now. 23 by 28, so it's good size. More than a fat half. So I think I'm just gonna cut where this piece is hanging, and then it'll give me a small piece to do something else on at some point, because that is still a sufficient corner right there. Can you tell where it comes up at? Right here. That is still a very good piece right there. So there's that. Again, I don't remember what it is, but I'm pretty sure this is Lucana because it's just that way. And then there's these little pieces which I don't know what to do with. I might hang on to them for a little bit. If not, I might just donate them to somebody, because there's always people in Stash and Load or what's the other group? Cross Stitch Unlimited, that will take scrap pieces. So yeah, those are gonna go probably donate. Make some room over here. And then I don't know what I was thinking on this one, you guys. I got this off of Mercari, and I have a link in the description for Mercari. If you sign up using my code, and down below you get 10 bucks off of your first purchase. $10. 10 bucks is a good deal. And I don't think there's any limit either. So I think it just has to be like, it doesn't count the shipping. So you still have to pay the shipping. So if you bought something that was like $9.99, you would basically get it for free, just the shipping and the tax you have to pay for. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. But I feel like I did that before. Not 100% sure again, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. A lot of you guys have used my code already, and I've gotten a few bucks from you guys that I can use too, so it benefits both of us, except I don't get anything unless you guys make a purchase. But Mercari is kind of like eBay, but there's no bidding. Like, the prices are set. You can make offers and then wait for them to see if they're going to accept it or not, and that's it. So Amy, I might put her Instagram down below so you guys can follow her, or maybe I'll put it on the screen here if she's okay with me sharing that, because I talk about her a lot. I feel like at some point somebody's gonna ask who in the hell she is. She bought one of these, and it was so funny because I was eyeing 2 of them on Mercari, and I thought, god damn it, like, I should just totally get one. And then I got it in the mail, and I was like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, why did I get this? What am I going to do with this? Speaking of that, she also wrote me, what did I do? So there was something, the lady that I bought it from had 2 listings up, and what did I do with it? Is it in here? Oh my gosh, I don't know what I did with it. She had 2 listings up, and I bid on, I didn't bid, but I purchased the other one, and I saw that she had 2, but one of them was, is this it? No, that's not it. What did I do with it? I know I didn't throw it. I'm gonna have to look for it. But the other one was, see, now it's gonna bother me that I have no idea where it's at. I must have accidentally gotten rid of it because I cannot find it for the life of me. Anyway, she sent me this really, really, nice card and a letter and everything. So I bid on the used one, and she had a brand spanking new one, and she said she was in the middle of lowering the prices on both of them, and she didn't know which one I was going for, and she sent me the brand new one, completely brand new in the package, and the other one that I bid on was used. It wasn't new in the package, because I wanted to be like Amy. I got myself a DMC hanging thingy. She got herself one too. So the thing that it was weirded out though is that the hanger's not included, and it tells you on here, hanger not included. So this son of a bitch, I know I opened it already, is huge. It is so big. Maybe I put the letter in here. Oh, I don't know what the fuck I did with it. Anyway, it's giant, you guys. Freaking giant. And so right now I have, it's big, and it says that the only couple of things about it was that it says it has 120 pockets, 3 large pockets for accessories. I'm trying to read the French one because it's not showing me the the English one. So 3 large pockets for accessories, 120 pockets for the bobbins. The thing is that I don't know if this is big enough to like hold more than 1 bobbin, and I mean, I feel like it might be, but then I don't know because I have more than one. It might maybe hold 2, but then I started thinking about it. I have 9 of these. Almost, they all pretty much look like this, where some of them have gaps. They're pretty much all filled to about this length. 9 of them. Is that even gonna fit all of my bobbins? Like, and I don't make my floss into bobbins anymore either. I briefly did in the beginning. So now I leave it on the skein like this and just pull. Or, this was a floss of the month. This was last month's floss of the month. Was it last month? I don't know. Or I hang it like this. And so that's why, like, once I got it, I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? So I haven't decided yet because I do have the bobbins. And I was kind of like, well, then I can get rid of the boxes and keep the bobbins in here. But I kind of don't want to take them all out and see if they fit, because if they don't fit, then I have to put them all back. So if anybody has a more definitive answer for how many bobbins they can actually get in here, let me know. That was way too long about that. But I'd really like to know. And that is freaking heavy. And I don't know. Oh my gosh. Where did this come from? This literally just popped up in front of my face. This is her card. And she got this cute business card. And she wrote me this long note on the inside of it. I knew I had saved it. I knew I wasn't crazy. I don't know where it came from, but it just popped up. I think I was looking too hard. And then, that's pretty much like it for the haul part. Like all the stuff I bought anyway. So a couple, no, it's not. This is kind of old. Well, first, I went ahead and printed out, no, I copied this from the, I'm thinking, the Halloween, no, from the October Just Cross Stitch issue. This is Pick of the Patch from Blue Ribbon. Somebody on Instagram posted that they were going to stitch this, and I thought it was so stinking cute. I could have sworn I pulled, oh no I didn't, because I was trying to decide if I wanted to do the DMC or the weeks conversion, because it's charted in weeks, and it uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, 6, 7, 8 colors of weeks, and I don't have any of them, so I'd have to order them. But I did print that out because I would like to start that at some point. When I went to my mom's, I think I showed you guys this. It's out of order. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys that I bought her this last year and gave it to her. I don't know if I gave it to her on her birthday or for Christmas, but she decided that she was not into cross stitch, and she tried it. She gave it a good solid effort. Well, for her. No, she did good. She did good. She started on the ear up here, and she was done with it. She was like, I don't like this. And then up here in the head, super confetti. And that was why I got her the printed one, because I thought it might be too hard for her to have to read a paper pattern and then decide where it would go on the canvas. So she gave it back to me and asked me to finish it for her. So what would be great is if I could finish it before Christmas and give it back to her at that time, but I don't think that's gonna happen. And so I don't know how long this is gonna take, but it's there. That, look at, I don't know if you can tell like how confetti heavy that is right there. Ugh. I don't know. So that has come back into my possession. And then, okay, a while back I ordered these from Just Stitch. So Just Stitch is Justin something from the Addams Family SAL, the stitch along that I did, the Addams Family one. And weeks ago he was taking pre-orders for needle minders that he was gonna get, and I went and bought some. well, I had pre-ordered them and they finally came in, and these are his business cards. They're so cute, and it's got all the info on there. Let me, so you can see the Facebook group says Just Stitching. There we go. Just Stitch Design is the Facebook group, and the Etsy is like, he put the short version on there, but I'm pretty sure it's Just Stitch Designs. Just like that. So anyway, I got this Elm Street one. Look at how that's awesome. I freaking love that. My needle minders actually go right underneath where you guys are. And then I also got this Squad. That's a Hocus Pocus. Yes, please. And I also got, oh, and then I got 2 of the Crafty Bitch ones. One for me. No, cut it out. You guys see him? Whoops, didn't mean to click on that. Okay, go get Orly. Go get Orly. Gosh, you stink. And this one is for Amy. So I'm gonna put that with her pile of shit that I have to send her. And it's gonna go to her. Okay. Oh, and then he also included this cute needle minder. I thought that was funny. It's like this cute, like, wonky bat. And I actually prefer these needle minders versus, not minders, threaders versus these, because I got this one in a Chessie and Me kit. You can't even see, but it's that weird metal one. This does not fit into my size 28 needles, but these do. They're thinner for some reason, so whatever. What can we do? All right, then I'm thinking, my kids are loud. So, a couple of other things. Oh, this is part of the haul. Amy and I, or Amy, we're doing the Gossip stitch along, and we've decided to go ahead and do another stitch along that's going to last a tiny bit longer, because the Gossip one is really short and she blew through hers, and so I'm playing catch up. So she was browsing and she purchased this pattern from Shannon Christine Designs called Trick or Treat Sampler for both of us. So I have one and she has one, and it says Trick or Treat. It's got some houses on the top, bat, some like kind of sampler flowers at the top, cats, of course. It's not a stitch along without cats. My favorite part is the candy corns, and then it's got kids in costume. Now I'm probably going to change the skin tones because all 3 of them are stark white. Not really, there's some shade of peach, but I'm probably going to make all of them different colors because the witch's hair is green. I'm kind of thinking of changing her hair to like a maroonish color and changing her face to green, and then the other 2 I'm not sure yet. So she bought that for us, and then I kitted it up already. I'm gonna wait for Amy because I gotta finish the other one. I kitted it up already with a piece of, I don't know how well you guys are gonna be able to see it, so let me know what you think. Oh yeah, you're not gonna be able to see it at all. With a piece of Stitch Me's fabric in this green color. But I feel like the greens stand out well enough on here that it just works. So those are all the called for colors. I have a mix of DMC and CXC as usual. And this is what the fabric looks like. I'm stitching it on this side of the fabric because this is the fabric that I actually started the Ursula pattern on, that I absolutely freaking hated. The pattern, it was so hard. There was so many fractional stitches and back stitching that when you look up close, it looks horrendous. The seashell came out great, but the rest of it, forget it. So this is also 14 count Aida because the pattern is small. It's on 14 count. It was 4.8 by 10 ish, something like that. And so I think my thing was I didn't think that the greens were going to show because I only had 2 pieces of 14 count and I had no 28 count dyed. All I had is 28 count white even weave, and I didn't want to stitch in a white. I didn't want to dye anything, and so I feel like these 3 colors show up just enough. And since they're not like the base of the pattern, I feel like they're going to be just fine because it's the dinosaur and then it's 2 of the motifs at the top. So I think we'll be fine, right? Oh, and the candies in the middle. We'll be fine. I feel like they stand out just fine, and I think it's going to be perfect, especially because it has a border. It's got a solid border, and then it's got like the dotted border. So I think it's going to be fine. I'm loving the pinks in this too for some reason. I don't know why. My dogs are making a lot of noise. Again, I don't know how many times I've said this, but my dog just is not used to the cats. The older one, the one you saw his head right now, he just can't get over the cats. So that's kind of part of the haul and like the plans, I guess I should say. Also part of the plans, I finally decided to kit up Harry Potter book covers. So she's decided to change the name of the book cover. She no longer sells this version of the book cover. I'm not sure why. I can just make assumptions, and I guess it's because everybody's feeling some type of way about J.K. Rowling right now. Rowling, whatever. And so, okay, first, I've got pretty much 85% of the floss in here. I'm missing 3 or 4. And I'm gonna stitch it, of course, on 28 count white even weave. I have a full, I don't even know how big this is, but it's the full bundle of it from the Zweigart one from Hobby Lobby. It's the full pack. I didn't cut it. There's not going to be much left on any side to worry about cutting it, so I'm just going to start it on that. I already have one of my new needle minders that you guys saw last week with a needle on it, and this is the version that I'm doing. So she's changed this to be unnamed book cover collage, and it does not have JK's name at the bottom. I still feel some type of way about stitching it without her name. I have both versions. If you purchased the original version, she sent you this copy for free because a lot of people were feeling a lot of ways about everything. So she removed her name. Two Martini Stitcher, Erin's stitching this also, and she's also stitching it without the name. She's way far. I think she's like on the 3rd book. And so I finally decided to kit it up. I would have started this if me and Amy didn't sell the Gossip and getting ready to start the other one. This is what I was doing before I was getting ready to kit this up. So I finally kitted it up like 2 days ago. And so, oh, it's in here. I have the thing. This is the one that I got. It's the 28 even weave white. It's 30 by 36. So it's almost a full yard, just shy of a full yard of fabric. And so I'm doing it on, it's 28 count, and it comes to 13 by 18 is the stitched area on 28 or 14, doing 2 over 2 on the 28 is what I'm going to do, because I was going to do 16 or 18 count, but the 16 count is 11 by 16 and the 18 count is 10 by 14. I felt like 10 by 14 is way too small, and the 11 by 16 it was still too small for me. I have a yardstick right here. That's why I'm looking at that. So the 14 count, what did I say? 13 by 18. I'm happy with that. I think that's going to be a really good size for this. So yeah, that's what I'm doing with this. Again, I still don't know how I feel about, oh, the name. That's what I was getting to, because you guys know that being the owner of Mystical Diamond Art and licensing artists and giving artists credit where credit is due and not stealing artwork is a big part of my job. I feel some type of way about it still. I still don't know how I feel. So I'm going to start it, and I'm going to wait to see how I feel when I get to the bottom, if I want to put her name in there or not. I'm not talking about like anybody who's not stitching their name, her name. I'm still leaning more towards like I'm not going to stitch her name, but you just never know. So whips, let's get into whips. The most important whip this week is the Gossip whip between me and Amy. So this is a little further. I sent Amy a picture earlier today, and by the time this video goes up, I'm hoping that this is complete. I'm not going to do the border. There is a border. So we did hashtag Gossip SAL on Instagram. There's a lot of, there's other posts, but if you just go to my Instagram, you'll see it. And also, I'm tagged in Amy's post, and she commented on mine, so you can find her that way. I'll let you hunt unless she says otherwise. There's a border on the bottom here and on the top. She did the border. I don't think I'm going to do the border, but I like the contrast it did here with the white, except I just don't think it'll give me the same effect because I didn't stitch it on a white background. This is on a piece of fabric. I believe it's a piece of Nova, except that I got it in a fabric wrap bag, and so she doesn't make any guarantees as to what the colorway is, but these colors are essentially the Nova colorway. And I've been stitching this in hand, which is why it's curly right here. That's where I've gotten. This is a piece of October Floss of the Month for Mystical Diamond Art. That's a sneak peek. Hasn't come out yet. It's called Atlantis. So that's going to be included. It's really hard to tell right now, I know. And yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm on repeat, and I know my S isn't finished, but I ran out of floss, and I didn't want to cut a new strand, so I just went up to here. So I'm stitching the top part in gray silk from AliExpress. When I'm done stitching that, I'm probably gonna throw it away. That is how horrendous it is. Oh my gosh, my stitches look like complete shit in a lot of areas. I don't even think you're gonna be able to see. My G came out perfect, and I was like, oh, okay, this will be fine. And then look at the rest of the thing. This S is okay, but look at this P. Like, god damn, it's like so wonky. The I looks pretty good, but then you get to this P again on the other side, and it starts getting all stupid again. It's horrendous. But I'd already put the G in, and I was like, I cannot. I'm not going to unpick that. I am just going to deal with it. It's not really slowing me down at all, but I am having to reload the thread more often because it frays so bad. This is like the silk that they say the AliExpress is, so I don't know how people make their silk. This is also a needle minder that Amy bought for me to do this stitch along. And yeah, this is from Rebel Stitcher. She also has a Flosstube. Go watch her. Then I had a new start. Well, it's still part of whips, so it doesn't matter. I decided to go ahead and start the Spellville stitch along from Barbara. It's over already. It went by very quickly. It was only 3 parts. The first part was just the key and the children, and then the second part was the top, and then I think the third part was the bottom. The cat hanging by his head, like, I can't decide if that's cute or morbid. But anyway, I started this. I didn't get very far. It only calls for 3 colors, so that was one of the reasons why I wanted to start, and I already had it kitted up anyway. I'm stitching this on a piece of Dusty Pink Joblin in 32 count. My dogs. 30. Oh no. Oh, scared the crap out of me. My needle went all the way through, and I thought I stitched the back together. 32 count Joblin in Dusty Pink from Bestitch Me, as usual. I have thread on there, and that's what it looks like right now. I just barely started. Oh no. it goes some type of way. This way. It goes this way. And I just started at the handle, at the bottom middle, right here, and started doing the top curve. I was going to do the top half of this and come down and then go this way so that I could start doing the stuff on top. Because I really want to do those houses. I don't know why I love Barbara Anna's houses so much. And this is just like, it's not really pink. It's called Dusty Pink, but it's more like a tanny peachy undertone. I know you guys cannot really see it at all with this horrendous light. It is what it is. I've been going back and forth on whether to put up my, what are they called? Lights, like my studio lights, my light kit. But you guys, they get so hot with those lights on. Like, I don't even know what to do. Oops. Piece of gloss. Don't want to lose that. There's that. Okay, turn this back on. My freaking cats, man, I swear. Also, I think Barbara Anna, I heard Michelle Bendy say that Nitka Moscow is coming out with another kit. So I'm probably gonna have to buy the tree, what was it called? The Tree of Magic and the Magic Tree something. She has that as a kit, and then she's coming out with the Christmas one. So I think I'm gonna have to buy both of those tubes from Nitka Moscow. I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there. So I don't think I have a big picture of this. No, I don't. I have not pulled this out in a long time. If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen it. But this is the Monopoly stitch along. It's not a stitch along. The Monopoly chart. It is from Stephen Shaw. My dogs. It's from Stephen Shaw. And at the time that I got it, he actually had it for free. He was so kind as to tell me, hey, it's free on my blog. Go get it while it's still up. Instead of letting me purchase it, he let me go get it for free. It is still up on Etsy right now. It's Stitch Pad UK. So Stitch and then PAD Pad UK is the name of the Etsy shop. And maybe I'll put it here so you guys can see, but it's still up. So I would just search for it on Etsy, and it's there. It's 252 by 252. So I finally put in a little bit of work on this. I do have to say, I don't know why, but this piece of Ada has gotten so freaking dirty. It was dirty when I pulled it out, and so I don't know where I was stitching this, because I'm pretty sure this was, I started this last year when I was going to campus every day, and I know I was stitching in the car, so I don't know why it got so dirty, but it did. And so I'm hoping that I can wash it. I'm stitching it all in DMC, so it should be fine. And this is barely where I'm at. When I started, I had the word chest. Part of this box was done, and then all of this was done. No. The orange wasn't filled in all the way here. It like stopped. So I finished the orange here, started stitching the chest. I finished the outline of the humidity chest box and the next orange box here, and then I also filled in all of the orange on this one. And I was going to start the other one, but then decided to stop so I can get the outline in. So the way that I'm doing it is I'm basically doing it one box at a time. I'm not going around stitching the whole border first. I'm not doing all of the blocks first. I'm literally going one block at a time. It might be a little slower that way, but I feel like it just breaks it up enough that I don't get bored with it. And it's such a quick stitch. I didn't even spend that long doing this that night. I think it was maybe 30 minutes because I kept getting bothered by everybody. I took this to my father-in-law's last week when we spent the night over there, and that's all I did. But it's so fun. I'm having a lot of fun stitching this one. And the black, because I'm stitching this on 14 count light blue Ada. This is from Everything Cross Stitch, and the black just wasn't showing up right, so I'm actually stitching the black with 3 strands, and then everything else is 2 strands. I'm I'm pretty sure. I hope. How many strands of orange? No, I have 3 strands of orange on here. Why did I do this to myself? I guess I'm stitching everything in 3 strands, and then the back stitching is in 2 strands because it's thick. So, oh yeah. You can see here my word parking, how skinny it is versus these, because this was 1 strand and then I did the rest in 2 strands because I wasn't going to unpick it. Oh, and then I made a mistake here because I started stitching my community chest box here because I didn't have the outline yet. Totally wrong fucking box. Had to unpick it and move it over. So this is still going to be on the table. This is going to be out because I really enjoyed working on that this time. Maybe, I don't know. I say that and then end up doing a whole bunch of other stuff. Then I also picked out another oldie. This one, my kids spilt something in the car and part of the pattern wore off. So I'm at a part right now where it's a little sketchy and I have to read because it comes with a color chart as well. And the problem with the color chart and the key is it's not the same as the key on the fabric. So this is a Joy Sunday kit and it's just called Scenery. I don't know why, but this was, I think this was the very first stamped kit that I bought or started anyway, one of the very first stamped kits, and like literally like the first 2 or 3 kits, and I started this one. I don't know what I was thinking. It's on 11 count Ada. And I'm getting pretty close to running out of one of the colors, and I just hope that I don't run out because I'm using 3 strands and all of the yellow here, yellow and yellow, you can see the spill here and it's all muddled. So all of that yellow, I only have 6 strands left and I still have to stitch all of that yellow with that 6 strands. So I'm not sure if I'm going to run out or not of that color. I hope I don't. So this is the area that's starting to get a little sketchy that I was starting to do because I don't want to mess up, and so I'm being really careful. But when I pulled it out, I started coming and filling in all of these spaces here because this is part of the muddled area, and then I had a lot of gaps down here and I filled all of them in except for one. Oh no, there's a couple on the others right here, but oh, my ring got stuck. So I have this pink color that's not filled in yet, and that's pretty much it. And then this small section over here that I still need to do, but these are closer to the top anyway. But yeah, all the bottom is done. That is a lot of stitching, you guys. The only thing that I don't like about stitching on these, I love it because it's less thinking. Right now I have to think a lot because of all this muddled up part, but it is less thinking. I just pick a color and start stitching on it. The key is on the bottom. It tells me what color each one is. Like the green is all 310, the dark green, or this like limey green here, that's all 310. So wherever that is, just go. I don't have to worry about counting or miscounting or grids or anything. And so that's that. If I would have got this in another count, it would have been much smaller. It probably would have been done, especially working 3 strands, because it takes a lot of effort to put 3 strands together, to pull 3 strands off. So that's that. That was a lot of talking about that, but I don't know. That's that. So I'm pretty sure this was the first stamped kit that I started, which is why I got so far on it, because I was obsessed with it for such a long time. But clearly, I didn't know what I was thinking. So now 14 count, and even then 14 count is like cutting it pretty close, because I don't know what to do with 14 count half the time, because it just makes the project too big. I'm making sure I don't have any other projects down there or anything else. So the next thing, what time is it? Okay, the next thing is another whip that I worked on. When did I pull this out? Did I take it anywhere? No, I just sat in the living room watching Forensic Files because it's one of my favorite shows. And I pulled out Emily's House. I know it's Sampler September, but I literally, okay, so they consider this a sampler. And then I'm also working on the Linen Threads Friends and Family one. But I'm not participating in Sampler September because I don't have that many samplers. And I would get bored stitching just on these two for the whole month. Actually, I do have that book of Blackbird designs, but I don't have material for them. And I'm not going to start them right now. So anyway, not participating, just happened to want to stitch on this and pull this one out. I was also getting very bored stitching just the border. You guys, I got a ton done on this. I don't know if I have a picture of this on my Instagram of when I last worked on it. I didn't have a lot done. Well, I mean, it felt like a ton to me. It's a good amount still, but it's not like done or anything, but so I'm stitching this. Hold on, let me tell you what I'm stitching it on first, because what did I do with the card? It's a Be Stitch Me. I think I took the tag off. I had this problem last time too. Oh, found it. 18 count mummy from Be Stitch Me is what I am stitching this on. Looks like this, 18 by 25, and this is where I got to. So I feel like that's a ton. Okay. So when I started it, I only had 2.5 flowers done. I had this one, and half of this one. So I finished it, starting another one, did the border. Well, this border was done up to here, and then I did the rest of the border out this way, started coming down, put in the star in the corner. The only thing that's missing in the border is these little, I don't know what these are called. Like these little things here. They're all around the edges filled in except for that very center one. So there's those 4 blocks in the center are going to be filled in with another color. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It looks like some golden yellow color is going to be filled in right there. And then I started on the crow. So my page ends here. This is an end of the page. And so that's why the crow's not finished. But I did his body, so he's just missing his feet, and I think, yeah, is his wing done? No, his wing's not done. I think he needs literally 3 stitches, not even blocks. It's literally like 3 legs, because that's a half stitch. So I need to finish that block and then 1 more block if I'm not mistaken. And then I started in on this giant ass freaking moon. That right there has taken forever, but I'm at the halfway point. I crossed the halfway point. I think 2 lines of this bottom is past the halfway, and so that is a lot of work. So I'm stitching, the moon is stitched in a sulky called Silver Slate. It's 4027, and when I first started working with it, put it back here. When I first started working with it and I was putting the stitches in, I was like, you can't even see this shit. It's like, I hope I'm not stitching with this for no freaking reason. Because first, it's expensive. And then after I got done with the second row, very subtly, you can start seeing the variegation. It's hard to see the variegation when you're stitching it. But once it's complete and you start getting like more on there, then it starts looking fantastic. And so I'm really pleased with how this is coming out. Looks pretty damn cool. I do have to say though that the way the sulky feels isn't anything special. I thought it was gonna be like this magic, smooth, amazing feeling thread, and it's not. It honestly feels like I am stitching with sewing machine thread, which essentially is what I think sulky is, and then cross stitchers adapted it because it's so pretty. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I thought it was gonna feel like super fantastic, and it doesn't. It's not hard to stitch with, but it's also not like nice to stitch with either, compared to like Classic Colorworks. Classic Colorworks is amazing to stitch with. But yeah, that's where I got to on that. And I was really hoping to finish that moon. You can't see it either on this fabric. It's so hard to see I don't know why. It just didn't come out well. And also, I've complained, I don't know what my kids are doing. I've complained about this before, about how dark my threads are compared to how not dark they are in here, because look at how the variegation in their vines. Mine are so dark. Like, you can't even see the variegation. You have to be looking for it to see it because it's so dark. But anyway, that's that. That is all my whips, you guys. Legit, all my whips. I don't know what I want to work on. I have some homework to do, and I don't know if I want to do my homework or if I want to stitch. What is this? Oh, that goes to, what does this go to? It goes to my Barbara Anna. Let me check when my homework is due. So I don't know what I want to do tonight. I don't know. It's late already. It's 11 o'clock. And yes, my kids are still awake. I don't know if I want to do homework right now or if I want to stitch, because I have one homework assignment due tomorrow. I should actually probably work on that tonight because I have to do it on my computer. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. And then I have an exam that's due. Oh, it's due on the 28th. So when is this due? Oh, it's due on Monday. So I think I can get away with that. What else do I have? And then I have something else due on Monday. So I'll probably do my Spanish exam tomorrow so that I can work on that other assignment on Monday, because that assignment, ugh, I just can't with that one. It's awful. It's the last paper in that class though. Thank God. I talked about this in my whip and chat. Hey, behave. Why are you all wet? Oh my gosh. Here they come. I talked about it in my whip and chat about that one teacher. Yeah. Anyway, that's it, you guys. That is all that's gonna fall if I do that. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I feel like I honestly don't know, because I had to record for my Spanish responses. And when is that due? That's due tomorrow. And I have to record. However, the morning is the best time for me to record the responses, because you guys hear how loud my kids are. So anyway, let me just make sure that everything's, yeah, that I got everything. Look at this cute little note that Jules put in her bag. Isn't that so cute? The little cat. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, you guys, that is it. Wait. Yeah. So I almost bought a pattern today. I'm still like thinking about it. I'm looking at my computer screen. Hopefully, don't fall. I don't know what happened. I made the mistake. Okay, so Autumn Lane Stitchery came out with a new pattern called, what is it called? Lunar Witch? Is that what it's called? Yeah, Lunar Witch. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Michelle Bandy already bought it, because I can't keep up with Michelle though. So she's probably going to finish it before me, but it is amazing. I don't know why I love it so much. And I was talking to Amy, and she was talking about not having the patience to stitch those huge solid blocks of color. I'm going to put a picture here of what Lunar Witch looks like so you guys can see. What I did, because Curious Mermaid is stitched the same way, what I did was I changed it to a variegated so that I didn't get bored with it. And I'm absolutely freaking loving the way that it's turning out. And I'll show you guys when I bust it out again, because I think I have like pretty close to halfway done with the Curious Mermaid one, and that's so fun to stitch. And so I just really love this pattern. I don't know why. And then who else? Oh, because of my like, you know, Etsy has recommendations. So to stitch, I've heard Rachel Ray talk about Sew to Stitch before, and I didn't particularly like the patterns that Rachel was stitching from Sew to Stitch, so I thought, what's going on with my hair right here? So I thought, I'm not gonna check them out. They happen to pop up in my feed today. Oh my gosh, Okay, so there's one called Cat's Winter that I was thinking of purchasing for me and Amy because it's cats. And then there's another one called Happy Halloween 2 that I freaking love. I'll put a picture right here of the Happy Halloween 2. Well, I'll put a picture of the cats one too. But the Happy Halloween 2, it totally reminds me of the Clouds Factory one that Michelle has hanging behind her. I can't remember what it's called, but I don't want to purchase anything else from Clouds Factory just because I didn't feel like their customer service was very nice when I reached out to them. And so I kind of have like feelings about that. So I have that in my Etsy cart right now. I'm totally thinking of getting that as well. Not that I freaking need any more patterns because I have too damn many as it is. And I cleared out a lot of the stuff in my Etsy cart. Have you guys seen Sleepy Hollow from Liz Matthews? I can't. I really can't, you guys. It is so freaking cute. I can't get over it. Yes. And then I was on the Creative Poppy website because I was looking at other Barbara Annas that I might want maybe. And there's a couple, but it's none that I have to have like right now. Oh, and then October 1st, Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World and a couple of other people are selling the Dracula pattern from Lindy Stitches that I have, yes, and I actually ordered all of the fancy floss for it from the little thread shop, so that's coming. And that should be here like any day because her stuff usually gets here pretty quick, and she emailed me yesterday or the day before that it had shipped already, and so that should be here with plenty of time. So October 1st we're starting that. I think I have some fabric for it. I think it'll fit on that 32 count fabric that I got from the Frogwords box. They sent a piece of 32 count linen that I think will look really nice with it. So I'm going to have to check that when I get the floss in and make sure that the colors match. But yeah, I don't know, you guys. That's it. There it is. That's the one Michelle was stitching, the Christmas hair. So she said that this one came out in one of the previous issues of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher, I think, but it's actually on the primitive. It's on the Creative Poppy website. And the thing that I like about Creative Poppy, at least for the Barbara Anna ones, I don't know if this is true for all their patterns because I don't look at any of the other patterns. I just look at the Barbara Annas, is that they're all digital downloads. The only thing that sucks about digital downloads is that you can't resell them. And so, you know, I think that's why a lot of people like to buy the hard copies, is because when you're done with them, or if you decide that you didn't like it anymore and you don't want it, you can destash it for basically what you paid for it, and you're not out any money. That's one of the cool things about cross stitch, is that you almost like, you don't lose your investment. It literally is that, an investment. So anyway, this is probably going to be over an hour. I'm trying really hard. I said I was going to be doing more videos more often so they'd be shorter, and I'm rambling here like a psycho. So I'm going to let you guys go. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. It wasn't a lot to show, but it was a lot to talk about. And I think that's it. Did we do giveaway? Oh yeah, everything's done. So I'll see you guys in the next video.